Can you see? I'm live. Ziegler, welcome. Hello, hear me? Sorry, y'all. I had technical difficulties and things. It's been a crash and burn for you, girl. Okay, so yes, welcome to the live.
Oh, I have an echo. Okay.
Oh, I have an echo. Okay, hold on. Okay, is it good now? Let me know if it still is an echo. Hey, the Dainty Doer, how are you? Something happened on that last little minute, so let me know if I'm still echoing or if you can't hear me. I'm trying to go to StreamYard again on my phone. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get it together. I promise y'all I had it together. And then it crashed and burned right before start. You can hear me? Okay, I need to get my phone. Okay. Hi, hey, Unbiased LLC. Yes, sorry, y'all. The live was finna crash and burn, and I was about to say good night. So yeah, we up in here. Let me try to pull up StreamYard on my phone. I had it already set up, but something happened, so I'm gonna try to pull it up on my phone. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna pull it up on my phone, and yeah, we'll be able to go. Let me know if you can't hear me, if I'm not loud and clear. Let me get this StreamYard code. Okay, so okay, so we should be ready to go. Thank you. Yes, I'm a curly girl, and I don't really like it, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so in today's live, we are going to attempt, and all I can say is we're going to attempt because hey, I don't have no rules, and it kind of come out how it come out. So what we're going to do first, if you look at the workstation table, we are going to embroider on the baby gown. So let me show you all the design that we're going to do. We're going to do a little teddy bear, and we're going to put the name at the bottom. And we're going, so this is going to be embroidery, and then we're going to take it to the industrial, and we're going to sew it. We're going to attempt to sew it. Now, we ain't saying what it's going to come out to be, but we're going to attempt to do it. So, yeah. And, yeah, shout out to Diane Robinson Crafts Unlimited. She did this I'm going wrong. She did this template, I love Jesus, and the beads came from the baby's booty. So yes. So if you want this template, reach out to Unlimited and you on how to get the template. And then if you have that wonderful bling from the baby's booty, you can bling it. Okay, so on this table, I hope you all can see it good. So what I'm doing at this step is I am hooping. So I've already found the center. So this blanket, y'all. So y'all know sometimes we working point time with Joanne's. So the lady at the cut counter, E-Money in the building. All right, thank you for stopping by, E-Money. Have a good night at work. And so I work part-time at Joanne. So the lady at the craft counter, she was supposed to cut only 1 yard of fabric. So 1 yard is, I'm guessing, 36 inches. She done cut about 50 inches, but it's like it's all good. So some people just do what they want to do. So I don't like to measure and cut. However, I'm like, it's a blanket. And because it's a blanket, I mean, it doesn't have to be a certain measurement for a blanket. But I guess it would have to be if you're trying to sell it. So I got my one piece of tearaway stabilizer. Oh, it's freezing. One piece of tearaway stabilizer. And I'm going to hoop it. And I'm using the 8x9 Mighty Hoop. This is pretty much the one that we use for all the kids' shirts and a lot of different things that you can use with this. So, yes. And so I'm going to put the backing up there. I do have, let's see. I have one of these just in case you are not using your hooping station, which I could have used the hooping station, but I have one of these, and it's a backing holder, and it's supposed to hold the backing. But the problem is with this is you have to take this off, and it says it. Please remove before embroidering. And so I don't know how many times I done embroidered with this, and it make your design be off. It just do too much. So I try not to use it if I don't have to. If I can try to pretty much measure how I need to measure, I pretty much don't like to use it because you forget when you hoop your item, you forget to take this off, and it throws off your design. But this is a little hoop backing for those who don't have the hooping station, the Mighty hooping station. It's something that you can get. Now, however, it is not cheap. It is like $50-something for all little crafting and sewing places. But it is helpful to keep your stuff stable if you don't have a hooping station and you're trying to get it neat. So yeah, this is a great little addition, but just remember to always take this off before you go to the embroidery machine. Yeah. So let's see. I'm not sure why. Okay, there you go. Okay. So now we got the embroidery machine going up there. We getting there. We slowly get piece by piece together. But we getting there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to um, put my backing down. Put my, and so typically what you can do if you don't have the hooping station or you don't have the backing, you typically can tape this down just to make sure that it's stable. I might put a little piece of tape on there, a little painter's tape. MC from KC, welcome in, welcome in. So glad that you was able to join me. It almost self-destruct when I first got started, but I was gonna be like, hey y'all, and good night. because that's how I do it. But, you know, you got to stay the course sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little piece of tape down here. And I hope y'all can see the table. And I'm just going to tape it down just a little bit. Yes, it won't hurt to tape it down to where you can see it. So, okay, so I have it. I measured the center, and like I said, the lady at Joann's did not do 1 yard. She did like this says 44 inches. So what I did was I went to the center of 44 inches, which would be 22. So I just kind of position it in the center. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it. Yeah. So it is in it, even if it's not technically in the center, once I hooped it, it is going to be in the center of the blanket. So when I get ready to take this off, it's going to be, make your workstation bigger. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I hope y'all can see it. Look like it's frozen. Is it frozen? Oh, Jesus. Welcome, Albert. Welcome in. So glad that you stopped by to watch this fiasco. Because it's crashing, but it's coming back. Okay. So this is the workstation. So what I did. Oh, okay. Okay. So I have it hooped. I have it in this is Mickey fabric. So Mickey is a little bit expensive. So when you get ready to charge someone, it look like it's it could be straightened up a little bit better. So let me try to straighten it up one more time. So this is that Mickey fabric. So, and this design is an applique design. And what I do is I kind of hold it steady. So when I drop it, it won't twist or anything. Because the bear look like he might be a little twisted, but he will be okay. And I'm going to kind of keep him where he at, but I'm going to pull him up a little bit. So, because one thing about it, if your needles on your embroidery machine hit this mighty hoop and it damaged, the people will not issue a warranty on that. So just make sure that when you are embroidered, and what I do is the reason why you see this paper, I always print out my image because I need to know where that center line is. And so I print off my image. You don't have to, but I do. I print off my image because that's just how I do it. Like Tabitha Brown said, because it's my business. But yeah, that's what I do. Okay, so now let me switch y'all to the embroidery machine and we're going to embroider. So, I hope you all can see what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna take it and I flip the image inside of on the panel because of so hold on, y'all. Wait a minute, we're gonna have to go back. Let's go back one step, and I missed. So with the mighty hoop, on your mighty hoop, you'll see on your mighty hoop, you'll see that it has this. So because this will hit up against the arm, you're going to have to change it around. You're going to have to turn this opposite of the way you are entering into the embroidery machine. So I'm going to change it first, and then I will further explain the embroidery machine. So yeah, that was almost about to be a disaster. Okay. So we're gonna change it. We're gonna take the stabilizer back down. And so we're going to keep it this way. Oh, this way. So once I lay it back down again, and I put it in there, and I'm going to make it as straight as possible. Yeah. So that's why I had the arrows up. Okay. So we are all good to go. Okay. So now, so we're going to switch it. I'm going to switch it back to the embroidery machine to show you what I'm talking about. Welcome in, Miss Diane. Do you see the template? Oh, I feel like I'm crooked or something. The I Love Jesus template that was made by Miss Diane Robinson, Crafts Unlimited. So get with her. Oh, welcome in, Bobby. How are you? Glad that you was able to join in. But yeah, as I was saying, if you want to get this template, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm going wrong. Oh, let me switch screens. Y'all know I'm still learning to this switching. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my mouse would not work. Okay. Okay, so if you want, oh, wait a minute. Hold on, stream your heart. Okay, so if you want this template, this I Love Jesus template, get with Miss Diane Robinson Crafts Unlimited. She can get you this template and go from there. And then you can blank it and you can I Love Jesus blank it too. But definitely get with Miss Diane if you want this template. Oh, yeah, the dang to do it. Yes. You notice that's my thing. I love doing baby items. They are just so cute and they're personalized and I love it. I love doing baby items. Okay, so now we're gonna switch it back to side note because y'all know your girl like to talk. So okay. So what I was saying was when we turned it around, because see this hook right here, if you put it in like this, it's going to hit the back of the arm of the embroidery machine and it's going to throw your registration off of your design and everything. So because I have the design flipped, I have that tab opposite. This tab is opposite of the design. So I'm going to slide it in this way, opposite of this. So as I was saying, see, this is on the outside. Because if you stick that inside the arm, it is going to hit this arm back here. And it's going to throw your design off because it's going to give you like another inch or two on your design. Hey, Dimps. Oh, it's okay, honey. It crashed and burned before you got here. And we had to pick it back up, put it back together. So you right on time. Yeah, so it had crashed and burned and fell off. So you are on time. You are on time. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I already have the design in. So what I always do is I always trace. Just because these are mighty hoops, I always trace because I don't want this needle, any one of my needles to hit the mighty hoop. So I trace. So what I do is I start with needle one. So I've already have my design in. As you can see, I already have it input. I already have it flipped and it should be ready to go. So what I do is I start with needle one, position down. And so I go all the way over till I find the center. Okay, and so once I find the center, I take my little picker tool and I just trace it and I watch it. And I go in just make sure that it's not hitting anywhere. Long as it's not, it can come close, but it can't hit. So I do it another time just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So And then I'm gonna do it just one last time for my own personal sanity. That's the way I do it the third time. Okay, so it looks like it's good. And you always want to keep your little stragglings to your other needles up and out the way, because when you get ready to embroider, sometimes they'll fall down and they'll get inside your image. So now I'm going to remove a little tape image, and now I'm gonna hit that start. Okay, so and also because this is an applique design, I have mine on automatic stops so I can control the stops. So right now, the first step that it's going to do is it's going to do hey Nicole, it's gonna do the tack down stitch first. So let's go. But it echoed. Okay. Okay, y'all, the tack down stitch is going down. So it's just going to tack down stitch of the bear. So it's just running it. And this is the fabric that we're going to use. Now, typically, let me go big screen. Hold on, why is this a tack down stitch? So typically, this is, with the applique, you will always put your what is it, that heating bun, the heating bun, right? That's what you would normally do. Well, we ain't doing that this time because we're doing a bear. So we're gonna just put this nice fuzzy down for the bear. So now we do this. Now what I did was, it looks like it's really, really large, but I did this once before and I didn't do it big enough. So we're gonna put this down now, the tack down stitch. How long does it take? I am not sure. I don't think it takes that long today to do it. It's pretty quick because once you do his tack down stitch, you're gonna do his ears, his feet, his forehead, and eyes, and his tongue, and then he's pretty much done. So after that, so he doesn't take long at all. Okay, so now we're gonna put the bear fuzzy down now. So I'm gonna take you over there so we can do the fuzzy. Okay. So tack down, stitch down. We're gonna put him down in there and we're gonna let him go. Okay. So now he's doing the fabric tack down, where now he's tacking down the fabric. So what I'm and tip with this, I'll show you in a moment after it gets done tacking down the bear and we cut him. I'm gonna show you what they suggest that you do that I didn't do. So as soon as he get done tacking down, we're gonna I'm gonna show you what step I skip, because sometimes in the applique process you can skip a steps, like they want you to put a separate fabric for his mouth, and you don't need to do that. He's a bear, he's gonna be all the same color. So now I'm gonna take him off and come back to the workstation so y'all can see. Oh, wait a minute. This is supposed to be like that. Okay, so now let me make the workstation bigger. So now, hey Eve from the baby's booty. Yes. I was just telling people, if you want to get that bling, they need to come on to the baby's booty so they can catch this bling. Catch this bling. Yes. So they definitely can catch this bling. And we appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you and Mr. McQuackins do for us. Yes. Ain't that shirt blanging? I'm talking about I step out the car, people be rolling their eyes, but they be just like, what? What is she getting at the car? The bling, it attracts people. It attracts people. Let me show y'all my new bling shirt right quick. Oh, where's my bling? Hold on, let me get my other bling. So y'all, let me go big so I can show y'all this right quick. Okay, look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at that citrine and that black diamond. Ooh, ooh, look at that. You see that? Do y'all see that citrine and that black diamond? Oh, it's gonna be a B thing going on. Look at that. That black diamond is beautiful. I can see why Sis Patrice loves the black diamond. Look at that. Citrine and that black diamond is amazing. Wow. Yes. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. That's bussin'. Yes. That citrine and that black diamond mixed together is bussin'. Oh, that is where it's at. All that Alabama and A&M, I think Alabama State Hornets. Oh, thank you. Yes, all of the Alabama State Hornets, they probably gonna want that right there, because that's big time. And of course, I'll be wearing it tomorrow. So, okay, so what we're gonna do now is we back to the workstation, because now we're gonna cut out the bear. We're gonna cut out this little extra. And we're gonna try to cut him as neat as possible because he's very, very fuzzy. And we're gonna just get it down first, and then we can run some extra little cuts on him to make sure it's clean before we put our satin stitch. Okay. I'm just cutting them, y'all. Doing this, I get done cutting, I'll come back to the check. But I gotta make sure I cut him because he's fluffy. Cutting him down through here. Gotta get up in there. Okay, let's see. Okay, so for the most part, we got the big fluffy off. What's the best type of scissors for your project? Oh, thank you, Albert. I use these. Ain't that gonna be cutie patootie? Him gonna be a fluffy bear. I use these curved scissors and I use these. These right here help me because I'm not a good cutter. So this lays down that back piece. You know you're not cutting it because I cut it up. So I like these. Any type of like curved scissors, but you can't go by. I buy all kind of scissors. Um, some type of curved scissors. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Eve showed some good scissors that she had, some good curved scissors. I think she showed it in one of her lives, if I'm not mistaken, of some good curved scissors. See, I get a lot of my stuff from Joann's. a lot of scissors and things that I've gotten because I've gotten them on discount, but some of them can be very, very expensive. So just, make sure, that you ain't just overly spending on them. Because see, I get them on my work discount. So Amazon would probably be your best bet at the Dainty Doodle. And I'm just cutting a little fuzz off around his ears and stuff, around his ends, period. Because once you satin stitch, you don't want too much fuzz hanging from up under there. So, and then once I cut him a little bit, cut some more of that little fuzz off of him, we're going to go back to the embroidery machine. See, he's already fuzzy. Okay, so I always brush it off a little bit. So, and where is my lint roll? Oh, so I'm a lint roll him. Okay. So he's all lint rolled. So now we're gonna take him back to. This is where we just gonna let it do 2 tack downs because it wants you. The design wants you to actually place some fabric for his mouth, and we're not doing. All we're going. Okay, so that's what I'm saying today to do it. You're gonna probably need to get with E concerning your best scissor choices because I see some scissors and I just buy them and I be like, what? This is what I bought the other day, y'all, for sewing some little nippers. I don't even know why I needed those because I already had some else, but hey, that's what you do. So now we're gonna take him back over there and we're gonna let him just stitch. We're not gonna. It would have been 2 steps where we had to place him, place more fabric down for his mouth, and yeah, we ain't doing that. So we're skipping that step. So we're gonna put him back over here, and of course it's gonna make 2 stops thinking for me to do a placement for his mouth and then a tack down. So okay. So it's just running a tack down on his mouth because it's thinking that we're going to add some more fabric to his mouth. We're going to do the tack down. And then, well, that was the placement. So now we're going to let it do the tack down. We're going to trick it. We're tricking it to make it seem like we put more fabric down for his mouth, but we're not. And I'm not good enough in software yet to take that step out. Okay, so the next step is on step 5. We're going to do the inside of his ears and his mouth. So I'm going to hit start. And we're going to dark brown his ears and his mouth. And while that's doing that, I would say thank you everyone for stopping by and for giving me your time, because you don't have to give your time to somebody who is a beginner or anybody. You don't have to give anybody your time. So I'm thankful that you stopped in because it was going to go left, but it's turning back around. So I have so many things for Amazon. Marissa, some more scissors. Oh, thank you. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, y'all. I'm over here sweating. Hit the like button. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't, still hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. Okay, would not miss. Yes, Marissa. It's hard to resist a pair of scissors, especially when you see them on Amazon or you see them in the store. But it took me a while to get used to these scissors. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what happened. It took me a while. It takes some time to get used to these because they're different. Oh no, no sweat. She said you you I'm telling you, everything I watch on YouTube, I be like, oh, and so got some Joanne's one time. Right after Joanne. Oh yeah, these the only things I use these for. And then I use this for then Patrice had put some mugs out there she got from Joanne's. Oh no, Elvis, what? She said, so YouTube will make you buy some things. Oh, you know, Eve, YouTube will make you laughs make you sweat because stuff that you have in your head to work don't always work like you want it to. Why do people be watching? Why do people be watching? So, yeah. But yeah. So what is everybody working on? Marissa, did you thread your cover stitch yet? I'm gonna thread my cover stitch probably tomorrow. Yes, you when you see it, you have to go buy it. I mean, it's their marketing, and these people, these companies should pay us because we keep them in business. Yes, unbiased. When you go live, everything go wrong. When I say everything, yes. But I mean, nobody getting sweaty. Yeah. Yeah, we go over here. We just make it do what it do. And I mean, if you got a better process, do your process. But this way we gonna do it right here, like this. Yeah. Okay, so it's still it's doing the mouth part. So it's doing a satin stitch on the bear. So he'll be coming back around to us real soon. So they're doing it's on his ears, his inside of his ears, and his mouth, and then it's gonna go to his feet, and then it'll do the large satin stitch. I'm still moving. Big day is next Monday, so you won't be seeing me much. Oh, look, that's a good reason why we're not gonna be seeing you. I hope everything go well with your move. I'm waiting for that day. Oh, it's coming soon, and I won't be in this little space right here. I'm in the craft room. Yes, get all your stuff moved. Take your time and get your stuff moved. Yes. Okay, so I have it on manual. So manually take it to the next, which is the feet. So it's still working on it's doing the paws on the bear. Yes, so I'm so glad I see Miss Diane and I see Unbiased, because when I get ready to sew the blanket, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen because I am new to sewing. But and you know they don't recommend new if that has anything to do with it. Because it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, you can use an industrial. Yes. Look, we're going to do a meetup with everybody again. Yes. Okay, look. Okay, now if I hope you are ready, and you glammed and you ready, just in case you have to approach the channel, just in case you have to come up when we get to sewing. Okay. What y'all working on? What is everybody working on tonight? Nothing. Anybody working on anything? Or everybody just relaxing on Monday? Y'all, I had to go ahead on and do the live because time just don't be on my side for nothing. My sons, I have two sons that play college sports. So we had to move them in. One is going all the way to California, and one is all the way to Kansas. So we just been cross country trying to get them settled back in school. So I'm just getting myself free to do anything. Oh, nothing, Miss tonight. Okay. I need to be getting ready for a craft show October the 15th. But I just hate to take, I just hate to take a whole bunch of stuff and then you bring it back. That's the only thing I don't like. I'm so Eve. Take all the time that you need to recover. One of my friends has vertigo, and it can mess. I'm talking about it throws you all off balance. I'm talking about you just can't really do that. So just take it easy and rest. You have done enough, and your weekend has been set. Everybody has met and greeted and had a good time. So rest. Please continue to recover. No, somewhere. It was that trip was so quick to make your head blink because all you did was get dropped off at the airport, and that was it. But no, Marissa, we were not out there. I should be doing something. Oh, precious speak. Oh, it said I'm going to manage to get off the couch. I know. Look, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes I should be working, and I don't be doing nothing. That's most the story of my life. Okay, so we got the feet done. So now we're going to the next one. So the next one is the outside satin stitch. So we did his feet. Um, and so now it's doing the whole body satin stitch on him. So I had a vertical. Oh, I'm so glad that you recovered because vertigo. It's like it's one thing to get up and then you be up, but vertigo, you all off. Any little bit of noise, food, or anything just throw you off. So yes, please recover. E. Just take all the time you need to recover. I'm buying so precious pieces to get up off that couch. Look, I can't tell her that because I know I be on the couch and I've been about 4 things that I people on YouTube. So yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna co-sign that unbiased because I know I be on the couch and she's traveled too. Hmm. Which one is freezing me? The big one. Am I freezing y'all? I'm making fall boxes for kids and cutting a rhinestone template from making. Oh, you got the um. Yes, a bias have to push me because if I be on the couch, be like I ain't doing that today, and tomorrow, or the next day. Okay, Marissa says she's making fall boxes for kids and cutting rhymes for fall boxes. So I have that same pattern that I bought from Making with Marilyn to Marissa. So I had this pink, this orange shirt. So I bought the what is this? Smoked topaz. So I'm gonna put it on an orange shirt. And it's like I watched Making with Marilyn. She used the coffee for the football. So I'm like, I bought this for the football. So guess what? Football is gonna be what? Smoked topaz. Fall vibes are gonna be in what? Smoke topaz, because this is what I have. So I'm gonna put it on the orange shirt, Marissa. Yes, no more episodes. Wait a minute, Precious Piece, you gonna do that ice cream first. So what I decided to do was I'm not gonna eat a snack for the rest of the week because Saturday I'm giving some donut holes. So I'm just not gonna do nothing because I'm gonna eat all 12 of them that come in the bag. Yes, I love to eat and I like to eat good and a good snack. So I ain't gonna eat no snack this week because Saturday morning I'm getting donut holes. Yeah. So eat your ice cream, Precious Piece. Eat your ice cream. He said, wait, that's my husband. Now I'm gonna eat Eve. I'm gonna eat all 12. All 12 that dozen a donut holes. I'm gonna eat all 12 of them. Cause that's why I ain't eating no snack for the rest of this week. Cause I'm gonna eat all 12. I'm gonna eat all 12 of those. I'm not sharing. Oh, Bobby, let me tell you something. It didn't always happen like that. But I'm learning to reward myself if you know, if you can. I really don't have that much willpower, but I'm learning and I gotta start somewhere. So I got weight loss goals, the same weight loss goals I've had probably for the last 10 years. And I want to see a change. Too many people be like, oh, I lost weight and I did wonderful. So I want to be one of those people. So I'm gonna not eat no snack until Saturday morning. And I'm gonna eat all 12 of those donut holes. I'm gonna just sit in the car and I'm gonna just pop them one by one by one till all 12 is gone. Note that. Okay, so now it's doing the satin stitch on just around the bear's body, and then next we'll have to do his mouth and his nose. So once it gets done, yes, yes, that D Brown 1142, that is my husband, and a lot of the stuff in the business he does, like um, winding the bobbins and stuff on the sewing machine. He the shirts like he did this. All I do is blink it, and he press it and do whatever. I just blink it. I just create the template and blink it, and he go from there. Cause he always say, when I line up stuff, it don't be straight. So I'm like, okay, well, you see it differently. So he always does the shirts. So he does the shirts. I do most of this, like the designing and most of the embroidery. But now the hats, the embroidery hats, he do. So he'll be on. Um, he'll be doing a live one day. Y'all support him. I'm gonna be in the back. He do the hats. So he embroider hats. I don't do the hats. Yes, come through, husband. Yes. So I be like, babe, we got 5 shirt orders. He be like, you got it ready? I be like, the designs are here. He go all the designs with the shirt. Go ahead and handle you. She said, mine just write checks. Well, he got double duty. He have to write checks. We got triple duty. He have to do more because when we stay up late, you need to be up late. He do more support, write the check, and he had to press the shirts. I mean, hey, it's just 2 of us running the business. Yes, Marissa, I'm so ready for them donut hoes. Let me tell you something. I love me some donut hoes. And then I found this place on the other side of town. Right. That's what I'm saying, Bobby. If you're gonna write the that's just as great. That's just as great. Write the checks. But yeah, he does fix the stuff. So I don't do the hats or none of that stuff because it requires firm hooping and a hooping technique. So he does the hats. So I don't do the hats. But yes, we'll take the checks too. I take the checks. Checks work just great. Either way. Yes, Miss Diane. Great. The day to do it said, well, hello, Mr. Fabulous is 32. That would be him. Yep. But I'm gonna eat all those donut holes. And Marissa told me to make sure I lick my lips to get that last little bit. Yes. Cause see, then I won't be able able to get enough for another Saturday. So yeah, I gotta make it last. Okay, yeah, it's still doing the stitching on the body, and then we're gonna move um to the next step. But what you think? What did they say? Oh, she said, "Hello, Mr. Falcons is 32." He don't like that name, but you know, it works. So yeah, thank you for everyone watching in the chat. Oh, she said yeast donuts. Yes. Ooh, this little place is called Pop's Donuts, and they're not Krispy Kreme. They're just like a little local shop, and their donuts are so fresh and good. Normally, I like my donuts warm. I don't like cold donuts, but from them, you can just eat it as is. It's so good. So I hope by continuing at our job. This is Evergreen Week where they appreciate the employees for the whole week. So we go out to eat, we do festivities and stuff. So I'm not gonna even get a snack, so they know not to don't even give me a snack because I'm waiting on my donut home. So yeah. Okay, so it's still stitching the body. Thank you to everyone who is watching the live. I appreciate each and every one of you because it's not easy getting on live, y'all. It's like you get on live and you're like, Lord, okay, I'm thankful for one person, but do you really want one person? I mean, you want another person so you can interact with, but still. So I'm thankful for everybody that steps into the live because people don't have to. It's a lot of stuff on YouTube that people can be watching. So I'm always thankful because people don't have to do nothing for you. And what you do for people is when you show up to the live and support, that's a big deal. That is a big, and I don't take it lightly. It's a big deal. Dimps, how is your baby doing? I was praying for you and your baby. I didn't even know that something was wrong with your baby. So I'm definitely praying for you. Thank you, MC from KC. Yes, Dimps, I pray that everything is working out good for your baby. Thank you, Miss Diane. Yes, I appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody, I appreciate you. Now you talking about donuts on the way. Miss Marie, you finna go. Oh Lord. Now you talking about donuts going to make an Oreo cheesecake and take some to my grandkids. So what? Look, I love sweets, y'all. That's an issue. So what you I will always me too, the night to do it. When I see any, I could be at work. They know I might be at work, but if I see somebody on my crafty family going live or they're doing, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show my support because sometimes people just need to know that you're there. Because all of us are learning, and when you got our big sisters like the baby's booty, and those are our big sisters. We look up to them, and they show us things, and then everybody else around them, it takes us to help them support everybody too. So I'm always support my people. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you're making. You could be drawing, singing, flipping. Hey, I got your back. But he's doing better. Okay. I'm still praying for him, and I pray that he will fully recover so he can get all the way at the hospital. And I'm just praying for your strength because it ain't easy for parents either. It's going back and forth, when their kids are in the hospital too. It's unsettling when you know your child is not 100%. So I'm praying that everything work out for your baby and that he will have a speedy recovery. And the reason why I always ask how they doing, because see, once I pray, I be expecting results. So I be at, hey, what's the update? Because I'm expecting things to turn around. So I always be asking, is everything going right? Because we prayed. So Oh yeah, Eve, you probably missed it. Yeah. Several times. The days to do it. Don't have the then full of. Keep your teeth and your sweet tooth. Okay, so it has done the satin stitch. So now we're gonna do the nose and mouth. Yes, we touch and agree. He is healed. By the stripes of Jesus, he is healed. And we ain't taking nothing that the devil's saying. We ain't taking it. We ain't taking it. We ain't hearing it. He healed. Whatever the process is that he needs to go through. Because sometimes people, I ain't finna preach y'all, but sometimes even though we pray for the healing or two, we have to pray for the process, that the process will work itself out. So we won't have to get back to this anymore. So we praying that the process gonna go smooth and he gonna fully recover and turn all the way around back to his normal self. So we already thanking God in advance for the outcome, because God always gives the good expected end. So that's what it's gonna be. I tell the kids at the preschool that I go to school, like, when I get a notification on my phone, they say it's my crafty family. I know that's right. So what I do is when you subscribe to a person's channel, y'all, come on, we gonna go to YouTube school. Hit that notification bell. But sometimes YouTube don't always give you notification. But I'm always in YouTube, so I'm always catching something. But hit that notification bell. So yes, Miss Diane, in the name of Jesus, her baby will not be in the hospital, not another time. Right. We ain't putting no damper on that. We ain't hearing what the devil talking. He may be in there, but we stand in agreement with you that he gonna spend his last night in there. He gonna be fully recovered. He gonna have an expected end, and he gonna be at the hospital. The devil not gonna touch our babies. Too often Satan be trying to touch our babies because they are our leaders. They're gonna lead the world one day. They're gonna be the presidents and the vice presidents one day. And that's why Satan try to attack them, because he know they are not like us. They are not afraid. They are bold. They are smart. They are good researchers. They like to do things that we always were scared growing up to do. So that's why he tried to take them out of there, because he know once they get in there, they change the world. They smart, they knowledgeable, they got the latest technology. So he tried to take them out of there, but we ain't hearing that. We ain't hearing that. If you would never damper me. You tell me, hey, look, I need for you to pray for this. We got your cup. We got your no damper for me. I don't play with the devil. I do not play with him. Because my family is family. That's right. That's right, Eve. You can if you need anything, anybody, if you need something from me, you reach out to me, because I got your back. Don't ever feel like you can't reach out to us. That's right, unbiased, baby. Good, baby. We don't play with the devil. It's even harder. It is today to do it, because it's working on you mentally, because you're saying, how can I do something? This is my chat. How can I give? So we just got to stand strong with her and just keep her lifted up, because she keep everybody lifted. She keep everybody supported. So we just got to stand strong, and we got to keep her lifted up, that her strength will stay up and remain. So she for her baby, which she already is. Okay, so we done did the eyes and we done did the nose. So what I'm gonna do is, I like when stuff is real plushy. I like to put a piece of what I call this? Water soluble topper. Help keep the stitches from going down in the fabric. So that's why I'm gonna lay a piece of water soluble topper down now, because it's gonna stitch the name. Make sure. Yeah, it's gonna stitch the names. Yes. So yeah, we putting water soluble topper down. Well, actually, I said it's stitching the name, but it was doing the tongue, so it has done the tongue. So now I'm gonna do. And I'll show you the difference in not using a water soluble topper versus using it. It makes it very, very more. You can see the design better when you're using the water soluble topper versus not. You don't have to use it. It's personal preference, but I like for it. I use it on anything that's like fabric related. But this was the design. Amir. His name is Amir. Um, he got a long name. His name is Amir Toriano McCoy. So I'm just gonna put Amir on his blanket. So yeah. So he can have his cute little name on there. I like personalized things for kids and babies. So I think that might be more and more one of my niche. It's good to, yes, Miss Diane. I just like the way it sits the stitches up versus, you know, not sitting it up. So yeah. Thank you, Eve. Yeah. So I think water soluble topper is going to include it from hints on out in my embroidery. I use it when I'm doing towels, when I'm doing sweatshirts. I use it. Thank you, Bobby. Okay. So it's sticking the name. So once it gets done with the name, it'll be ready. Y'all know I ain't tracked this. I was supposed to see how long it took to do it, and I didn't track it because what I like to do, I like to talk. So I ain't even track it, but I don't know how long it takes y'all. I do not know. So it's doing the name, and once it gets done with the name, Lord Jesus, we're gonna get ready to sew, and we're just gonna pray that the what it do. So, how long have you been embroidering? I have MC from KC. I have been embroidering since October 2021. Okay, so I got a single needle in probably September of 2020, and then I had neck surgery in October. So after that, I did a long recovery. I have 3 metal plates and screws in my neck. So I went most of 2021 just recovering. And then I was like, I'm gonna get a multi-needle. So I ended up getting a multi-needle. So what I did was I watched a whole bunch of videos on trying to get the logistics stabilizers. But one thing I have learned, y'all, in crafting, watch your videos and learn, but do it work for you. Because you may not get the same results some people get. So do it to your liking. Me, I'm so picky. They'd be like, oh, they don't look right. People probably went by it. But they will buy it because they don't even really know what you know about it. So I kind of started embroider. I would like embroider something every night. I would just do one little thing and just try something and see if I was going to have a thread break or a needle break. So I embroidered one piece every night. And after that, I just like, okay. Then I tried a little applique. I jumped into applique quick because I was like, all they doing is laying down the fabric. And so is that all I have to do? And so I basically just kind of taught myself. So since October, basically October 2021, because I was only doing minimal embroidery when I got my P800 because it was small. So, amen. That's why I say watch some of everybody's did. Exactly, Eve. So that's why what I'm learning for YouTube, don't try to find something different to do because people may not want to see it. I'm embroidered, unbiased embroidered, the baby's booty embroidered, Patrice embroidered. Watch everybody because everybody may do one step. And then look, if you put her step and her step and her step together, and then find what's gonna work for you and get you what you like. It's a lot of people. That's why people subscribe to multiple channels because you can get something from it. You may not learn from it. You may say, "Oh, she just be doing." Okay, so move on to the next channel. But we're all embroidering. We're all sewing. We're all blinging. We're all doing different things. Just watch and find what works for you. Because it's just some products that some people like, I don't like. It doesn't mean that they're wrong. I just don't like that. I just don't like that look. So you have to do what works for you. Just find your, because there's a guy at my church and he always be like, so how do you do this? I was looking and I said, find what works for you. I said, you have to streamline your process. So when you get ready to embroider, I know I'm looking for my stabilizer. I got my thread that I like, and I got my scissors. So I know that those are what I'm using. Whenever you're getting ready to do any project, find what it is that you use and use your stuff. I always stick to your stuff. That's what I do. If I buy something I know it works, that's what I'm sticking to. And that's just me. That's wonderful, priestess. I'm just saying because it's a lot to learn and you can get overwhelmed and then you cannot do nothing trying to start, okay, so basic. When you're using something like clothing, you're gonna do cutaway because you want it as stable as possible. If you're doing something like a blanket that you're gonna throw on, you can use tearaway or a towel, tearaway stabilizer. Those two type of stabilizers to start with. You don't have to get fancy trying to get no fusible, no iron on, no none of that. Start with the basics and embroider something. And then it'll come out good. And then you'll find you'll gradually grow. Everything is a learning process. It's just how willing are you to learn what it is you want to do. Because, some people just use that they use and some people no. Like I like Baya. She get on me all the time. When she called me, she be like, sis, just use this. Just use this. I be like, oh, okay. She be like, don't go buy that. You already got that. So what I'm learning in this season in my life is to use what I have. I have too much to keep buying, so I'm in the use what I have stage. So, of course, use what you have still makes you money. It still gets you going. So you just have to get something from everybody and then do you. Like Eve said, get something from everybody and do you. And that's simple. Because you'll be surprised how people create masterpieces. And you could be thinking like, wow, I wonder how they do that. And then you go behind the scenes and they use 3 pieces of paper and then they done. And you like, that's all they did. Yes. They use what they have. Okay. So now we're going to switch back to the work table. So he is done. Oh, why is that thread sticking up? Okay. So I write down on the phone. Okay. So I'm gonna tear this stabilizer on. This water soluble topper. So, and another thing, what some people do when they embroider on the baby gown, they don't like the hoop marks. So some people float theirs. Y'all saw on the last live, floating just be doing too much. And sometimes, your fabric can move and shift. And I just don't like to do it. I float sometimes, but I'm like, what is a little hoop rim over a couple of days? So when I'm just And typically with this tear away, you can pretty much tear it off. Okay. So here he is. See how pretty he is? He's so plushy. Can you see? So he's so plushy. Oh, Miss Diane, can you hear me? So he's plushy. And I wish I had to put the brim a little bit darker because you can see his mouthpiece, but it's light brown instead of dark brown. But he still looks cute though. Thank you. Thank you, Unbiased. Yeah, so this is him, the little plushy bear for Amir. So now we're going to turn it over. Lord Jesus, and we're going to get ready to sew. Okay. So we really don't need. Okay. So back to the workstation. So now we are getting ready to pin it. Beautifully. Thank you, Miss Diane. Miss Diane approves. Our teacher approves. She is our teacher, y'all. Behind the scenes, she teaches us. She gives and tricks on how. Thank you. So, yeah, the co-worker. I don't really like that because I work part-time. I cut 1 yard of fabric, right? I think she was ready to go. She was mad. She didn't want to be at work. So she done cut, I don't know how much fabric it is. I don't even know. But what we're going to do is we're going to do right sides together. No, no, we don't. We're doing right sides together. Oh, yeah. I got to turn this over. So we're doing right sides together. So this is where, now when I sew, because I am a beginner, I do not pin to the edge. I pin away from the edge. So while I'm sewing, I don't have to remove the pins till I'm done. Now that may not make sense to nobody, but I'm not good enough to be sewing and moving pins and sewing and moving pins. So that's just what I do. So we're going to line it up. And then we're going to get ready to. Is there an echo? You hear echo? And then, of course, to leave an opening so you can flip it. So we're gonna start and we're gonna go all the way around and pinning. So Mickey like to move. I guess that's what they said. Mickey like to move. I don't know. I don't pay attention to if it's moving or not. I just sew it, and then when it get done, I flip it inside and out. So I don't know if Mickey move or not. But people say Mickey tends to shield while you sewing. So I don't know. We gonna see. So, and what I did was I already ironed my regular cotton fabric. Of course, you ain't gonna add a Mickey now. It ain't cut right because I guess the lady was ready to go home to join us. I don't know. But it's good. So that's why it's gonna be off. So now we're gonna get. So we had got these in a group. If you're not following a lady, her name is so cute. She does beginner friendly tutorials. And she always got us to get this from Hobby Lobby. It just says so blessed, but it's a pin cushion. and she teach beginner friendly tutorials, and she was teaching them on Facebook. Oh, oh. Hubby got to tell me which way to go because you know I'll be going wrong. So she teach beginner friendly tutorials, and she had all of us buying this. It says so blessed, so blessed. So they have these at Hobby Lobby, but don't go and buy it until it's the 50% off week, and they have them. And it's just a cute little pen cushion, and it's like a little weight that you can hold it down with. Okay, so let's switch back. Okay, so now we're gonna times. Oh, you do, Marissa? Oh, Marissa is a part of the so because she calls the group of people the So Blessed crew. Add to the stream. Okay. Woo, yeah. I don't know why the computer and stream go acting up today. Okay. So I'm just pinning one time. You can hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. Can you hear me? Husband, can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay. Yes, good. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Hey, EJ's daughter, how are you? So glad that you was able to join. Okay. So right now what we're doing is we have embroidered the baby blanket, and so now we are pinning it down to attempt. Notice I said keyword attempt to sew it. Oh, so I need to just pick a side on that I want to leave for the opening. I'll probably just do that side. Okay, so I'm going, let's see, I went that way. So I'm gonna go back this way. And what I do is I do not pin to the edge. I don't pin to the edge because I'm a beginner sewer. So I have not mastered the works of my hands to be able to pin and sew. So what I do is I pin away from the edge. Okay, good. Okay, so I pin away from the edge, which allows me to continue to sew all the way through, and then take the pins out later. Just worry about them pins later. We ain't got to worry about them pins right now. Okay, so I'm still pinning, and I left a little bit open, so I can flip it out when I get done sewing. So, and I'm pinning one, and I typically try to pin in the same direction. So I'm pinning up, and this might not be the ideal way, but guess what? This is gonna be the way that I'm doing. Okay. So I'm pinning, and then I'm gonna pin one more time. I'm going all the way around one time, and then I'm gonna go around again. And I'm just kind of tilt it because my table is not big enough. So, oh, Marissa, you made the bucket hat. Oh, I'm still working on my bucket hat. I will finish my bucket hat this week. I'm gonna finish my bucket hat off camera with Unbiased. We're gonna finish it together. I'm gonna need moral support. So I'm still pinning. I'm just slide it on back around here. Let that fall off. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, Marissa, I am so proud of you. Yes. I don't think it's really complicated. I don't think, but I mean, wait a minute. Hold on. Make sure I got it from. See, the lady cut it so awkward. Okay, so I'm gonna take these out and bring these down just a little bit. I don't want to be too crazy, even though I can make it work. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. She did not cut it equally, both of these anyway. So I knew it was going to be a little off, but we can make it a little bit better. Okay. Hey, sis Patrice Williams, how are you? I'm so glad that you was able to join today. Sis, it was crashing and burning in the beginning, but we bought it back. So I'm just glad that you were able to join the live. I'm so glad that you was able to join us. So what we doing? We've already embroidered the baby bear on the front of the minky fabric. So now we're going to sew it together to make the blanket. So that's what we're doing. So all we're doing now is pinning it, pinning the blanket down to attempt to sew it together. So, and as I stated before, I typically do not pin to the end. Because I'm still learning in the beginner stages of sewing. So I don't want to have to try to guide my fabric and all that stuff and and take pins out at the same time. So I pin away from the end. I sewed to the end, but I pin away from the end. So that way I won't have to remove it until I get fully done sewed. So look like we almost at the end of the first round. The first round of pins are being sewed. Are being pinned. So I pinned 2 times. That's to kind of hold the outside and to hold the inside. Okay. So let's see. Thank you, Patrice. Okay. So we got one more side to get going to pin, and then I'll be able to pin it again. This is the only little tedious task with blankets is to pin for sewing. Outside of that, it's really not too tedious. But okay. So we almost at the end, and we got some left over. We can always cut that off at the end. Took that in, just cut it out, do whatever, make it look good. Wait a minute, hold up. Yeah, she cut it wrong. So hold on, I'm trying to pull it down just a little. She just cut this fabric all up. This was supposed to be 1 yard of each and 1 yard of this and that. So it could have been, how it needed to be, but it didn't go like that. She ain't cut it right. So we're gonna pin it how it do, make it do what it do. Y'all, I promise it's gonna turn out beautiful. It just look rough right now. What size is the blanket? Well, the blanket is supposed to be 36 inches. So it's supposed to be like just 1 yard. And I think if you do a lovey, which is like the little smaller one, it's like 30 inches. But I typically, Marissa, like to buy 1 yard of each and line it up. But I think they say it's more technical if you were actually selling it on Etsy. You know how the customer would want to know the size, but with me, you want a blanket or what you want. I just be like, okay, what is it that you want? If you want this blanket, then hey, it's gonna be what size it's gonna be. But like if you were, like selling it like on Etsy or something like that, you would want to list the size so they'll know. Cause like, see, she got this. It's all out, but we're gonna make it do what it's gonna do. So, I'm probably gonna have to just bring these 2 down. Yeah, but typically for this type of blanket, I think it's supposed to be 1 yard, 36 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Like, do you want the blanket? What size do you want? You want the blanket, or you want to know what size it is? Which one? Because we can't give you both. I can't give you both. So. Okay. So that looked like that turned out right. So it's a piece up here that might be. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're gonna get that little piece together. We can just cut it off. Let's see. Let's see here. That one. We don't need one bunched up, so. It's unfolding incorrectly right here at the end, so. Okay. Yes, so. Yeah, I should have like a little tail, so. Wait a minute. And you have to make sure though that it is smooth because it can bunch. So I think I'm gonna turn it from this side and make sure. Yeah, this way it bunch. Okay. We're gonna repin this little piece right here. And yeah. Okay. So it doesn't matter that it's too long because I'm cut. That was the excess anyway. So cut it off. Okay. So this. Yeah, but I think Marissa, it's just a matter of choice. I am back. The doctor came in and I had to jump off and once I have to go back and watch the replay once baby boy goes to sleep. Okay. Thank you so much for even getting on. And we love you too. And you all have a good night. And just know all is well. We done already declared that all is well. We don't care what we see. We move by what we see. Only by what we believe. And we prayed and we believe. So we ain't never moved by what we see. So all is well, and you have a good night, and you keep us posted. If you need anything from us, let us know. You can be 1,000 miles away, honey, but the post office and FedEx still work. So let us know. We have to protect, and we have to uplift our good crafty family. Because do y'all know we are a crafty family, y'all? It's like folks be out like this. Hey, sis, hey, where you been? Like, checking on people and stuff. That's a big deal. To me, it is. Okay. Before you start to sew, can you please hold it up in the camera side? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go around one more time with the pins. And then before I sew, yes, I'm going to hold it up so you can see. Yes, I would definitely do that. Yes, ma'am. But one recommendation I recommend, though, if you can, have the person just. I don't think he's. Oh, you are very welcome. Look, you are very welcome, honey. I don't care what you need, honey. We may live 100 miles away, but I can get it to you. I definitely can get it to you. So just let us know. Okay. So the first round is pin. Okay. So this little excess piece that she did, I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna leave a little bit so as like a little insert flap. So I'm gonna cut this little piece out. She ain't cut it right, y'all. She just did too much. So again, I'm gonna cut the little extra off on this side. Kind of just cut it up. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I made it in like a little flap, so when we get ready to hold it back in and sew the top stitch, you can just flap that little piece in and sew it. So, okay, so one time has been already pinned, so we're gonna pin again. I need to take some of these pins out. Okay, so we're gonna start pinning again for the second time. So we're gonna pin up through the middle this time. So I'm gonna just pin up, not necessarily going. I'm gonna let it fall off the table, and I'm gonna pin again, just up away from the last pin, because I'm just trying to hold it in the middle, so it'll kind of stay. So I'm not gonna probably do as many. So I'm just pinning around. I'm going in the same direction now. I'm just putting a couple of pins in here to hold it down. So when I get ready to move it around, it won't be going everywhere. Yes, again, thank you everybody for watching. Everybody that came in, stopped by, whatever you did, stop by. If you stopped by and look, frown, laugh, whatever, I'm just glad you came by. And this is gonna be it. So. Okay, so I'm just pinning a little in the middle just to keep it from shifting once we start sewing. So I'm just going around a second time pinning. I'm not doing as detailed. Of course, I'm still got the pins in the same direction, but this just to kind of hold it down. Just to make sure that when I take it over here to the sewing machine, that it won't shift and go where it want to go. Make sure. Ouch. Okay. I just feel like it's off, so. That little bubble right here, I'm gonna bring down the fabric a little bit on these. All I'm doing on this pinning is I'm just going around just in the center, because sometimes it'll move. That's what they're saying, that it'll shift up in here and cause all this to be off. That's why I have rubbed my hand to make sure it's straight. Because once you start sewing, you're gonna be moving it. So, and I'll hold it up, Marissa, so you can see. Pinning is probably the most tedious part of it. Is pinning, because you want it to stay, and I think it's because of the way the inside of the Mickey fabric feels. It's kind of slick. So you got to work with it. And I'm gonna cut some of this extra off. Yeah, I'm double pin all around that way, and just repin, double pin. That Mickey baby don't play no games. So Okay. And I'm just pinning in the center, just randomly pinning in the center to keep the center pinned down just like the ends. So, all right, y'all, we almost ready to take it to the sewing machine. That's pretty good right there. Okay. All right, a few more pins. Here we go. Woo. Pinning this job. That's why some people only do what they call loveys, and they are actually smaller, and they're just easier to maintain and do. So, yeah. Okay. So, okay. So, just put a couple more in the center right here, just to make sure. On the last side, I feel like I've been going around in circles. Ooh. Okay. All right, now we're gonna get ready to turn it on. Sew it up. The little pin in the center ain't that straight, but it's just to hold it down. It's not meant for nothing else but to just hold the fabric in the middle. Okay. Okay, I think Marissa, wait a minute. Let me put a couple more pins right here. Hey, the educated natural. Thank you for stopping by. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better or you still balanced, sis? We're praying that you get 100% again so you can continue to do what you call to do. Drop us those gems that you've been dropping us. Yes. So definitely get better. I'm just praying for all my crafty people because it seems like the devil be trying to come after us because we're trying to empower and help people do things, and he be trying to do too much, attacking us. So we can't have that. Okay. Well, you continue to be made whole in Jesus' name. You are 100% again in Jesus' name. Speedy recovery. We praying for everybody tonight. Everybody's healing and wholeness. Everybody went out and had a good time, a good weekend. And Satan be trying to bother us and stop us from recapping and enjoying the time we had. We ain't hearing that. All right, in Jesus' name, you receive that healing, because it's already done. And we ain't playing with the devil with that foolishness. He be trying to attack our bodies because he know what we are called to do and what we have to do, the assignments that we have. He be trying to abort our assignments, but we just okay. Okay, Marissa. She said hold it up. So, oh, I hope I can hold it up so she can see it. This one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let me put it over here. Oh, hold on. Why my mouth open? Okay. Hold on. We just okay. So, Miss Marissa, I have a piece of flap cut for the opening, and I hope you can see it. You see, though you may not can't see the pearls. I got them all going one way. I got them going not right on the end, but close to the end, because I don't put pin to the end because I'm a beginner sewer. So because I'm a beginner sewer, I'm not ready to be pulling pins and sewing. So I sew away from the ends, but I sew to the ends, if that makes sense. So I have pinned it all the way around. It's sticky too. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I gotta cut this little piece of fabric off with the girl at the counter. She didn't cut it correctly. So I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna flip it over one time and take off this little excess on this end right here. That was just a little extra. Okay. So now we're gonna take it to the Juki. Okay, and wait, step one though. I gotta thread this Juki right quick. So So I hope you all can see me clearly. Let me get this camera switch right quick. Put it over here. So yeah, let's see. Okay. Okay. So what I'm about to do now is I am about to thread the Juki. Okay. So I use the same um, embroidery thread, the same thread I use for my embroidery. Hey, Patrice, thank you so much for the live. That live today has revolutionized me because I have iMovie and I don't know what I be doing. But I appreciate you for showing us that we can try to get somewhere now. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit because once I had another color in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the method that they do where they knot it off and pull it through. So first step, you gotta go behind
here. Go behind here. So for the industrial sewing machine, if you have one, I can do another tutorial later on how to thread it. So I'm going to do the same way I do with the embroidery machine. When you change it out colors, you just knot it. Put a little knot in there. That works. I'm going to tie the knot again. Hold on. Make sure. I may have to have my husband to come do this. Because this is what he do. Okay. So I just knotted it from the last one. He said, okay, to the beach. Hey, 755 media. I can't sing, but that's my rendition of the 755. Patrice's craftable things is too, Patrice. She said hubby chanting. That was my rendition of 755 media. Did I hear you say you're new at sewing and have a Juki? Wait, EJ's daughter. Look here. Yes, and yes. Look, you got to go out there with the big guns and have it already ready. So when you do get there, you be ready. But yes, I'm so beginner. We are sending love back to you, 755, and feel better. Like, that's what I did. Like, on Thursday when y'all left, I had to go to the doctor and get shots and everything. So you may have to go and get you that shot to get you back 100. Yes. Wait a minute. Eve, you said the same thing. Look, hey. I don't know why I got it, but it's neither here nor there. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. Okay, so I'm going to take you have to pull it lightly now because you don't want the knot to come out. Oh. Okay. So okay, I have put it through. So let me grab some scissors. And we're gonna get ready to sew. Okay. So now I'm threading the needle on the industrial, y'all. Yeah, look, okay, on the industrial, I'm threading the needle. Okay. I'm gonna have to get my feet down because y'all know I'm 5 feet all day. Ooh. What are you doing? Is the needle all right? Hold on, y'all. Let me get it through here. This ain't that industrial, honey. I mean that domestic. This is that industrial. Okay, so the needle is threaded. Yeah. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay. Needle is threaded, and I sure hope that it's threaded correctly. So we're gonna run one stitch. Thank Shandy Sheep. Did you hear my 755 media? Ooh. Yeah, that's my rendition. I can't come for you, but still, I can let you know that I enjoy your singing. Shandy Chic is in the building, aka Pipe. Yes. They just let her know that I love them and I will listen to their music. So, they not sound like them, but hey, it's worth a try. Okay, so what I'm doing now, y'all, is I'm just running. I'm just trying to get the bobbin. Why the bobbin ain't coming up? Hold, please. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. You said supposed to do what? Okay, let me get a sample piece right quick and run this little test. Hold on, y'all. Got to run that test. Oh, somewhere right. Thread is coming apart somewhere. Yeah. Hold, please. Okay, hubby coming to the rescue. Because I don't know. Because I don't know why it didn't speak out. So hubby gonna fix it. So he gonna fix that. Oh yeah. Okay, Miss Diane said make sure that you back stitch, but my husband is gonna I can't sew with shoes on, y'all, because I be running it too. But just come on. Yes, Miss Diane. Hey mama, my mama in the building. But just please just go ahead and do it. Just sit down and do it. Hubby on the camera. Hubby had to come and save the Juki. Yeah, look. He said chant. Yes. Chant. Because he got to come. Normally he always get it started on this industrial. So he got to come save the industrial. Because I did. Oh, yes. Come on, hubby. And fix that so we can sew that. I don't know where I went wrong. Somewhere over here. Now that industrial is something else now. Yes. Motivate the hubby to come on. Motivate that hubby to come on. Do you need to cut the ends or crisper end? Oh, yes. Thank you. Ruji, I loved everything that you created. Look, Mr. McQuacken said that's not my hubby. That's Mr. Pamela. Look, different. Look, I done told him to quit secondhand watching. Wait, look, we enjoy Mr. McQuackins. We enjoy Mr. McQuackins. His input when he be in the chat. Mr. McQuackins keep us going. Look, we love Mr. McQuackins. Yes. Mr. Fab, that's his name. Mr. Fabulous is 32. Yes, yes. Now, we got to show Mr. McQuackins some love because he show us love now. He shows us man love, Eve. So we have got to show Mr. McQuackins. Let me make sure I ain't leave out nobody in the chat. Yes. Look, y'all, I was shocked when my mama was in the chat because my mama be like, she began to sleep at a certain time. So yeah. But yes, Ruji, I loved everything that you created. Those cups, everybody's shirt was amazing. Yes. And yes, everything was amazing. All y'all stuff look good. I love what y'all do. I absolutely love it. Yes, look, craftable things. Yes, you have to. We have to advocate for Mr. McQuackins too, because he watches us and he loves us. Yes. Yes, Mr. McQuackins is amazing. And when you have these amazing guys, we got to keep these kings uplifted high. Yes, we got to keep the kings high. Yeah, craftable things. She even knows we love her dearly, but Mr. McQuackins is our friend. Yes, all of y'all things were so nice. Yes, Ruji did an amazing job. And I loved her dress. Yes, put that spin on it. I like when you put that spin on it. Look, she gonna make you feel like you $1,000,000. When Rachel call you on the phone, she be like, hey, queen. You can be like, had the worst day. Done been arguing with somebody. And she gonna be like, hey, queen. It be like, oh, hey, girl. Like, you know, East Dad. I don't know nothing about sewing, but look, I'm welcome in, and I'm glad that you in because we're gonna learn together. We both don't know, so we learning together. Nikki Black, thank you and welcome in. Thank the Educated Natural for sending somebody over here, for even taking the time to think that somebody would even want to come over here. I am appreciative of each and everybody. So thank you all so much. Hubby down there doing mechanic work on the Juki, and then we're gonna get started. Yes, 755. One day she called. Oh, thank you, Patrice. You know I'm really smiling because I got them braces on. Whew, child, I've been smiling all day. But I smile like this all the time. This is what I do. I smile all the time. Nobody's gonna steal my shine and make me look mean in any kind of way. So I always smile. But I really be smiling now. Yes, I'm just saying. But yes, 755. I was having a bad day one day, and I don't even think she knew it. I was fussing with somebody on my job, and she was like, hey, queen. And I was like, then she called me Thursday. I'm at the doctor's office. She was out, with y'all at the expo, and she was like, hey, queen. And I was like, hey, because I'm already fussing all the way to the doctor. I was like, how in the world I got sick on this Thursday to even go to the doctor, be paying copay. And she called me. She was like, hey, queen, I'm like, she can pick you up. When you be like down and your head down, when she call you on the phone and say, hey, queen, she pick you up. Yes, she can pick you up. That unbiased, baby, with that, hey, queen, hey, king. That just goes to show you kindness is a requirement, because you don't know who head your kindness is lifting for today. Because sometimes, people be down and they don't really talk to people about it. But if you speak to somebody on the phone and they making you hold your head up high, that's a big deal. That's a good thing. Like, she keeps that up. Because when she called me, she be like, hey, Queen, she make you feel like you could conquer the world. And knowing you possibly can't, but she gonna make you feel like you can. That's for sure. So, always display your kindness, because you don't know who head is lifted up. Don't be crying. Just keep doing what you're doing. Because my head was down 2 days, and she called me. She was like, hey, Queen, I'm up there paying my copay at the doctor, fussing. And she was like, hey, Queen. And I'm like, okay. I got a smile when I went to the bed. Thank you for letting me show off your rhinestones and your logo. Oh, yes. She did. Ruji did an amazing job. Y'all see I got all my bling in the back here. Yeah. It's bling. It's blinging season. I don't wear no other shirts but bling. I bling every day, everywhere I go. I bling. Oh. 755 with some bottles and milks in there. Yeah. Oh, you said couple things. Yes, thank you all for showing up for your girl. Oh yeah, it's blinging season. Yes, we blinging this season here. We going into the fall blinging. Mr. Fabulous working hard at East End. Get that man a hug for us. Okay, look. I would look. He gets great rewards now. He likes what he do. See, he get a character. You have to keep him at bay, because that character will get the acting and return. So look like he almost got it. So he got the bobbing up. I'm about to get our work. Okay, be safe, East Dad. Drive safely now. Hey, Latricia. So glad that you can join us tonight. Thank you for joining. We just having a sum going on. We trying to thread this industrial Juki or Yuki, whatever they call it, and we're gonna sew this blanket, and then we're gonna be done for the night. But we had a couple of threading issues, but we getting it out. It's working. It's working. And then we're gonna sew this beautiful baby blanket, and then y'all gonna see the finished product. And then everybody gonna be making blankets for their baby gifts. So when you go to the baby shower, you can have a blanket to show. Yes, we thank you for stopping in, East Dad and Latricia. Thank you for stopping in. Amazing crafting family is stopping in while hubby over here working on this Juki. So Latricia said, hey, Patrice and Eve and everybody in the chat. Welcome in to the live. This so beginner. It's so beginner. But it's a good thing that you can do. Sometimes I always say, find things that, you can sell. There are a lot of things. Shout out to the 22 people watching. Thanks for coming in. Thank you all. I appreciate everybody that's looking, watching, that have stopped by, that have put something in the chat. I appreciate everybody, because people don't have to do that for you. And it's their TV and it's their YouTube, and they can do what they want to do. So the fact that they stepped up in here and watch this super beginner, because it's so beginner. So we don't even have no process yet. It's so beginner. But I'm glad that you stepped in, because once we get done, I always said everybody process to get to the final result may not always be the same or great, but in the end we're gonna make magic. There's gonna be something pretty. Oh, y'all, shout out to the hubby. The hubby got it working. That Juki, we finna sew, y'all. Okay. Let's get it started in here. Okay, so Juki to the table. And we ready. So, okay. Lord be with us. The beginner have. Wait. Yes, Retreat. This beginner got three screens so you can see what I'm doing. So you won't just be thinking I'm just out here doing that. Okay, so we're gonna put the camera back up here. Let's see. Put it to let me make this big. Okay, there we go. Which angle is the best? The best angle. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go. We did the soap. Okay. I'm gonna start right here somewhere on the end. Never down. Let's go. Let's go, people. Woo, y'all, I'm so nervous. It's two. Okay. Wait a minute. So, we put that like that. Press it. Okay. Press the foot down. Everybody ready? Let's go. Back switch. Y'all know this machine goes so fast. Okay. So this way you just a straight stitch. So what you do is you just pick it up and you just gonna turn. Ah, don't be stuck in the process. Okay, so we're gonna lay it back down. We're gonna keep going. You have to be careful because it got a motor on it. Make sure it's not on it. It really goes fast, but together. So hold it on both sides. And don't be coming for me because you don't supposed to hold it like this, but this is what we want. Okay, and we sew, and we sew, and we sew. And we're going to sew all the way until we get back around. So we're going to sew all the way till we get back around. When we get to this end and we get this curve, we're going to lift it up and we're going to hit that curve again. Okay, we approach the curve. So we're going to just slide it on around again. Slide it on around. That's just the extra piece of fabric that I did cut. So Let it back down. Go one more time. Look at that Mickey. Ain't no joke. You be moving and dancing. And it may just look like you got too much, but we cutting that off with the razor. Everybody good? Check. And we sewing. Oh, it's not easy. I'm not gonna say it's not easy. It's just when you don't know how to sew, it's just a slower process. And as I stated, I pin to the outside, to the inside. So I don't have to remove pins while I'm sewing. Okay, so we're gonna lift up and we slide again. Going one more time around the curve. Okay. Press the foot back down. Making sure that it got both pieces of fabric while we go around. And this thing will get away from you. And the line will be crooked and all that. So just make sure that you take time and see how, see, my presser foot look like it could possibly hit my, see, I always pin to the inside, but I'm going to have to move this pin because it look like that thing. And this pin. Too close. And that pin. Okay. And this pin. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the curve. Go down just a little. Yeah, let's see it before. Okay, now we're gonna hit that curve one more time. All right, so make sure and there we go. Back stitch. Needle up. Okay, so now, hey, Love and Live show. Welcome in. Glad you was able to join us. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back over here and take these pins out of the blanket because then we're gonna have to run a top stitch. Miss Diane, don't that look like quality sewing in that moment? That was so slow and beginner friendly. I'm just saying. But you gotta start somewhere. That's how the great ones got great. They started. So Miss Diane said, I look like I've been sewing. If you see this line, you be like, oh, she's still learning. But it's okay. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, you can still make $50 off this blanket. So I'm just unpinning now. I'm I'm just unpinning. Okay. So I'm unpinning, and then we're going to flip it inside out. Just be careful, because while you're sewing, those pins will sticky. Once we get the pins out, we're going to flip it inside out. Once we get the pins out, then we're going to flip this baby. Love and live show. Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate your encouragement, Miss Diane. It go a long way. It goes a long way. Because, everybody does not understand crafting and sewing. Some people just don't. It's not that they don't care. They just don't understand it. They don't understand, what it takes to try to learn something, what it takes to try to learn how to thread the machine, how to do things. So, sometimes they don't always understand when you show them something. You be like, look what I sewed. And they be like, okay. So yeah, that goes a long way. So what we doing, so we sewed it now, right sides together. So now where I have the opening, Lord, where I had the opening. Where is the opening? Let me see. Okay, here go the opening. So what I'm about to do is, she always fussing at me. She be fussing at you unbiased because you don't be listening. Oh, Miss Diane said cut these corners. Before we sew, baby, we finna cut these corners. Because Miss Diane said so. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you mean by cut the corners, but they consider them cut. Oh, I gotta cut that too. First of all, that is too much excess. See, it's gonna be a pretty hot mess. But ooh, I missed the piece right there. It's gonna go back with the stitch. So we're gonna cut these corners because Miss Diane said cut these corners. Let me cut these corners in, so it's too much hanging at the end. Anyway, so yes, unbiased get fussed at because she don't be listening. She be doing her own thing. And then Miss Diane had to whoop her. Okay. I just cut all the way around. It was doing too much. Okay. Clip the corners close to the seam and trim around it would look better when you turn. Okay, EJ's daughter. That's what I'm doing right now. Cutting all these ends from being too big and out the way. Okay. So they said cut close to the seams so it won't be so bulky. So that's what we're doing. You got to follow the people that know how to sew. Because see, they're trying to help you. So we just cutting close to the seam without me cutting the seam. Okay, see? That's why I'm like, Patrice, you got to go live with the folks so they can. She said, wait. My name is Rachel and I'm a sinner. That's the first step to recover. I'm on my way now. Yes, Love and Live show. It does. I see, when I watch people on their sewing shows and stuff, that's what they always say. They trim close to the seams because, when you flip it inside and out, it won't look so bulky and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, one more side, and I'm gonna trim down a little bit. And yes, unbiased. You're gonna get that sure. You're gonna start to listen to Miss Diane, but Miss Diane got a whole lot of patience because we be doing the most sometimes. And she be like, are y'all waiting on the teacher? Miss Diane had sent me that file, that rhinestone file, and Miss Diane said, maybe you didn't do that right. I was like, yes, ma'am. I did. I did it wrong. And I had to get back with Miss Diane to get it right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Okay, so I have trimmed close to the end. Okay, so now we're going to flip it inside out and pray for the best. Oh, hold on. Let me switch cameras. Okay. So we're flipping it inside out. Ooh, I'm so glad Miss Diane was there to say, and EJ's daughter, for them to say, cut close. See? But you see, Love and Live show. You see how when they by them telling me to clip, see how nice and flat it turned out to be on the end. That's just amazing how just doing that one little step would count, because it was going to be bulky because my ends were so wide. And when they told me to trim down, that turned out to be amazing. So that's a tip, y'all. Miss Diane and EJ's daughter have given y'all a tip. So we don't want to see no bucket blankets because we're going to have to call you out on the bucket blankets. Thank you, Shandy. Wait till that. Don't say that yet. Wait till I sew the top stitch where it got to be lined up neat. Then we're gonna say. Yes. See that's what I'm saying. Love and Live show. Clipping and the iron make the yes, because I wouldn't have done that. And this is not the first one I've done. Of course, I did one for somebody for the first time. They let me, I don't know why they ain't have good sense. And they was like, can you sew? And I sewed this blanket. So it didn't look nearly as good as it looks now. Okay, so the blanket is partially ready. So now we're going to run this. So we got to close it back up now. So that's why when I cut this little flap. So it'll be easy to fold down and put it together. So now we're going to go back over here and we're going to run this top stitch. We're going to close it down. And of course, may God be with us because we're going to have to run this top stitch. And of course, this is the stitch that's going to matter because this the stitch is going to show. So we're going to run the top stitch across there. And then we're going to get the final project and see what it do. Okay. So back to the sewing machine. Okay. Let me switch camera so we can run this top stitch. Okay. So, back over here. So we can have a little space on the inside. So, we're going to start it off. Run our top stitch as close to the edge as we possibly can. So we're just going to start right here. And then we're going to go all the way around. And we got thread pulled out. Just make sure. We're gonna make sure it's in there. This is it. This is it. Okay, so we're gonna sew a little bit. Too wide. Okay, so we're gonna sew a little bit, and then we're gonna back stitch. And we're gonna sew a little bit more. So you have to slow down and watch your foot. Okay, needle up, and we're gonna turn back down, and let's go. Along the way, just to make sure that it ain't getting off. Making sure that the fabric is staying tight. That Nikki be doing its own thing. So we going all the way. Just making sure. Then it ain't going off. Okay, so we're gonna lift up and we're gonna turn. So, yeah. Now we're gonna turn again. So let's go. Be careful. That's the dance. So we'll go over it. To the end. And we're going to turn. Okay. We're going to turn again with the next corner. Yeah, the next corner. So, yeah, almost there, everybody. And of course, this sewing machine can go much faster, but this is the speed that the beginner gonna be on. This is the beginning speed, right? Right here, you want to make sure you don't get too much fabric going on. Okay, one last turn till we make it back to the front. Last one, and then when we get up here to the tip, we go back stitch. Look. All right, looks like we made it. All right. Okay. Okay. So the blanket is done. Let's fold it on the table so we can see. So this was the back side of the blanket, and this was the front side of the blanket, and I'm gonna fold it. Yes. It's that quiet at the Educated Natural. You can. I'm just folding it. I'm just folding the blanket. Okay. So I'm folding the blanket. Let me see how to fold it with where y'all can see both sides. Y'all know I can't fold. I can't fold for nothing. So let's see how we gonna do this. Not too much on this side. I'm gonna get this folded. Y'all gonna see this folded blanket tonight. We done put too much hard work in. Well, I be doggone. Hold on. Let's see. I see what I need to do. Just put it down just a little. Is it really? Okay. So I'm just, Okay. So I'm just folding it so y'all can see the blanket. Thank you. This is the blanket. This is a mirror. So I'm just showing you so you can see both sides. This the bear on one side and the blanket on and the teddy bear on the other side. So when he lays down in his little thing or whatever, he gonna have his cute little blanket. He can use either side of his blanket. He gonna have his name in the center, a mirror, and then on the other side he'll have, it'll just be regular cotton. So when he goes to lay into his little baby seat, little baby seat thing, he'll be able to have his blanket. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it up, and it's the name embroidered onto the blanket. Yes. His name is, this is an applique. So this is just some fuzzy minky fabric for his body. And then his name is embroidered on there, a mirror as well. And then I wish I should have made the trim around his mouth dark brown as well. Thank you, Patrice. Yes. And then we sewed on it. So it's like a two-sided minky. It's like the regular fabric, regular cotton flat fabric. And then it's the minky, because you cannot, y'all, that's the CPCA compliant. So if you go to selling these and you put that flannel on the back of a baby blanket, they coming for you, because they said it could smother a baby if the baby get too hot, and a baby can't really tell you that they're hot. So I use one side minky, and then I use the other side. I use just basic cotton fabric or whatever. So this is the blanket for a mirror. she wants the another blanket as well. She's gonna do a heirloom blanket. So only thing I'm gonna do on the heirloom blanket is I'm just gonna embroider the name, and then he's gonna have the matching pillows. So the pillowcase haven't come in. So when the pillowcase come in, we can go live and we can do it on the live. But so what I bought too was these. What type of stabilizer did you use? I used just basic cutaway stabilizer because it was a blanket. So I just used basic cutaway. But like I said, if you look, see, even in his eyes, because the fabric was so fuzzy, his eyes would have popped some more. Well, you see how his tongue stands out? His tongue stands out because on the top, I use water soluble topper. And that's when anytime you're doing something plush, you want your stitches to come through. So I use water soluble topper by the time I got to his lips. Yes, that flannel is a part of the, what is it? The CICP baby compliance. I just use regular cotton. Because if you put the flannel, they tell Joann's got a little sign that said flannel is not made for baby sleepwear. So if you're trying to get compliant when you're doing baby stuff, you can't have the flannel on the back. But I mean, if you got like this lady, she should know she just want this for her grandbaby. So I mean, but like when you selling like on Etsy and people be putting that I'm CPC something compliant, they don't use flannel because they said it can overheat a baby or something. So thank you everyone. So what I bought was these blanket bags, and I got them from this place called Cleaner Supply. So with the blanket bag, once we get done embroider and we get ready to give it to the person, the customer, you can just put it in the little blanket bag. Of course, her bag is gonna have other things in it, but you put it in the little bag and you zip the bag around. And look, we bought this blanket at the baby store, baby. This blanket came from the baby. This look like this blanket came from the baby store. So you put it in one of these, you can get a whole pack of these 12 pack for like $8 from this place called Cleaner's Supply. And they have all different sizes. And so I'm going to put her other blanket and her pillow in there as well. And you give them the blanket. Baby, where they got that blanket from? They got this blanket from my business. She wanted to design you. And I'm going to put that sticker on there. And people like, they bought this at the store. They bought this blanket at the store. So I'm going to put my logo sticker on there on the outside of the plastic. And it's going to be like, they bought this at the store. So, yeah. So this is, it looks hard because, you know, thank you, the Educated Natural. It look hard because, you know, you're dealing with somebody that's so beginner and look like it's so many steps to it, but it's really not hard. It's once you embroider, you pin down your 2 pieces of fabric and you sew it, and you just doing like a straight stitch all around at first. And like Miss Diane and EJ's daughter said, you trim to the seam because it makes it flatter and it makes it look better. You trim to the seam, and once you trim to the seam, you trim to the seam, and then you flip it inside and out, and voila, you got a $40 baby blanket, because it's what I chose. $40. And in the words of what's her name, Tabitha Brown, because it's my business. And you charge what you want to charge. And so, and really and truly, this little fuzzy bear right here, this fuzzy fabric is expensive. So you really could, you know, scale it to where it'll cover, you know, this little fuzzy blanket, this little fuzzy because one blanket that I did was a train, and it was the applique, but I didn't use applique. I just went with the outline of the train because it was multicolors, and I left the red minky showing, and I put the baby's name, and it turned out great as well. So you don't always have to use applique design. You can pretty much use whatever design that you want, and you have a nice little baby blanket. Like when I show up to baby showers, oh, this is what they get. They getting this, and usually I'll make the little burp cloth to go with it. But this is what you get. Like, who else gonna show up with their own baby personalized blanket? It is a great selling tool. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching and for watching this beginner, because you know we beginner over here. But thank you for watching us. So, but probably about the third time on this Juki. Of course, it's a workhorse, but you know, ain't ready for that yet. But we do what we do on it. But thank you all for watching. And I mean, you can make this. If I can make this, if I can sew this, if I can create this, anybody can. I'm just saying, anybody can. It was no manual to it. You just had to get out there and pick your design, pick your size, get your fabric. And truth be told is you can do whatever size. Thanks for, oh, you are very, very, look, I be doing the same thing, Patrice. I look for my crafting family to keep me company when I'm doing something. I don't want to be alone working. So if that was the goal that I had for you, I'm glad it worked because I'm the same way. Thank you, Miss Diane. Thank you so very much. Thank you for everybody for participating, everybody for coming, everybody for watching and waiting. Because you know my husband had to come and save the day, because you know he do that Juki. He you know he Juki. I'm not Juki yet, but you know, hey, that's what it is. But yes. It said that Juki had better set her up. It's okay. It's on now. Look, I got two blankets down. Yes. So I'm gonna be taking orders for baby blankets. Anybody, grandbabies and stuff, y'all need a blanket. Y'all have your girl if you need it. But thank you, Unbiased. Thank you, everybody, for watching the live on tonight, for sticking with your girl to the end. Cause it's beginner over here. But I told you when we get done, we make some beautiful things, and people in the streets don't know we beginner unless they watch my channel. They don't know. So hey, create. Somebody will always buy. This lady found me, and she asked me what she does not know that I'm a beginner sewing. She does not know that Juki has only been turned on 2-3 times since in a year. She doesn't know that. Hey, Geeky Girls Journal, so glad that you was able to join. Thank you for stopping by. So again, everybody, Geeky Girls Journal said, hey, everybody. So y'all give a shout out to Andrea. Her name is Andrea, Geeky Girls Journal. So everybody, find you something. Yes, you found, look, it ain't that you finally caught a live. It's probably that I hadn't done one in about a month because we had both of our sons play college sports. So they be one of them in California, one of them in Kansas. So we just be all around the world, living out the suitcase. But we here. So thank you, Eve, with the baby's booty. Look, y'all, my big sisters is in here. Unbiased LLC, the baby's booty. Patrice with Craftable Things. Making with Marilyn. These are my big sisters, and I look up to them. EJ's daughter, the Educated Natural. Yes, y'all follow I follow all of these people in this live. Follow them. Miss Diane is my teacher, and I have to make my teacher proud, or else she's not going to keep teaching me. So I'm glad I made my teacher proud. That's Miss Diane. So yes, y'all follow everybody that y'all see in the live. Learn from them, grow from them, and eventually one day I'll be like, well, you know, I ain't beginner no more. But right now, that's where we get. So hey, everybody, y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Everybody is healed and well and whole. If y'all need anything from me, everybody know to holler at me, find me. And everybody, I thank everybody for joining the live. I thank you for the 22 people that's still in the chat at the end. 22, 23 people that's still in this live on, because this is a beginner. This is a beginner live, but we can have some more. Y'all just let me know what y'all want to see me try to do, because that's what it be. It be a try. But I mean, I'm just grateful. I'm thankful to everybody. I like to have fun. I'm always smiling. Yes, always smiling. Oh, yes. And y'all shout out to my husband, Mr. Fabulous is 32. Because he works in this business and he saves the business. Because I don't do everything myself. People don't realize that a lot of stuff like this, he press, I blink. The only thing I do is get the template from Miss Diane or make it with Marilyn or whoever sell the templates, and I bling them and he press them. So, you know, so shout out to Mr. Fabulous. He thread needles. He do thread breaks. If a message come on the embroidery machine, he fixes it. So yeah, shout out to Mr. Fabulous, because he is a part of this business. He don't have no option. He can't be backstage. He got to be front and center. That's just how it goes. So y'all, we thank you. I appreciate him for all that he do too. So yes, they are awesome. Let me tell you something. When the kings stand up, salute the kings. We can't just say all kings ain't doing that. Okay, we just focus on the ones that are. I don't look to what ain't working. Focus on what is working. You can grow and strengthen what is working. So hey, yeah. Yep. Front and center. So thank you everybody for joining the live tonight. I had a good time, and we're gonna do some more of these. Lord, I hope they get better than a little bit beginner, but you know, hey, we gotta start somewhere. So I enjoy each and every one of you. I enjoyed y'all chats. I enjoyed everything. I had a good time with y'all tonight. And until next time, look, y'all pray that the next live won't be forever. But because, you know, my time be just getting taken up because you're not working the secular market. So, but I look forward to enjoying you. I look forward to being on everybody's channel, interacting in the chats, because I love that. I love the chat with y'all. I love when y'all be like, hey, Fabulous is 32. I be like, hey, Precious Pieces. Hey, the educated natural. I love that. I don't know who don't, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but I love that. I love when I come into the chat and they be like, hey, y'all. So, hey, I look forward to seeing y'all the rest of the week. We're going to be in these YouTube streets together. And y'all all have a great and wonderful night. Thank y'all so very much. Bye.